Something's shonky in the state of Victoria in bad eggs.
Okie dokie, Mrs. P. Leave it with us. Oh, hey, and listen, I don't know how many times I can apologise for...
It's all right, Ben.
I personally am going to make this up to you. I promise. Somehow.
We have a problem.
Ben Kinnear, Mick Malloy and Mike Paddock, Bob Franklin, are members of the Victorian Police's elite zero tolerance unit. When they make the mistake of pumping 12 bullets into the corpse of a respected magistrate, they find themselves back on the beat. But there's a mystery about how the magistrate really died, and the lads are determined to solve it. The trail leads to a tangled web of police and political corruption, and plenty of danger for the boys and their ally Northie, Alan Brough, who works in the computer section of the police department. Not always an ally is ex-cop now newspaper woman Julie Bale, Judith Lucy.
3 envelopes. Which one do you send, Margaret?
What are you doing?
Trust me.
No. Say it again. This time I'll try not to laugh. That one. What?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, all right. Did you get a copy of the evidence report?
Photocopy is busted.
Still?
Yeah. Nah, if I wander around the office describing my ass to everyone.
There is a copy of the disc.
At your flat?
2 doors up.
2 doors up. Go.
Tony Martin's comedy thriller starts off with a superbly directed sequence in which the car containing the body of an apparent suicide rolls down a hill and into a shopping mall, colliding with a showcase vehicle and catapulting the corpse into a water feature. Nothing that follows is quite as funny as this, though Mick Malloy and Bob Franklin are very engaging comedians and manage to produce laughs out of the thinnest material, thanks to their sheer comic timing. There's distinguished support from actors like Alan Brough, Marshall Napier, Robin Nevin, Stephen Vidler and Sean McAuliffe as the Victorian Premier. Bill Hunter's getting a bit typecast in the role of the foul-mouthed senior cop. The trouble with Martin's screenplay is that it's a bit too plot-driven and that the plot is a pretty familiar one. More laughs were really needed to balance the thriller with the comedy. Still, this is a likeable film and a well-made one. Margaret.
Yes, it really does start exhilaratingly, doesn't it? And it's pretty hard to maintain that sort of momentum through the whole film. But I do think that they have slowed it down to a snail's pace in the middle where they really do try to sort of make the plot complicated.
Yeah.
But I'm getting very fond of Judith Lucy on film. I really liked her in this. And Bob Franklin, I think, is also excellent. I mean, you know, they're just ones that you go, yeah, I like what you're doing in this. And I like both of those very much. And I think it sort of zoozes up at the end, and then it's got that funny little coda at the end that doesn't make any sense at all.
I didn't mind the coda, but look, I thought both Mick Malloy and Bob Franklin were very good. Judith Lucy doesn't quite work on screen for me. I don't think she's got quite the comic persona that... I mean, she's very laid back, isn't she? And,
yes, I like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I normally do, but somehow it doesn't quite come across for me on screen.
I'm giving this 3.5 stars.
So am I, 3.5.
Ben.
Come on, Mike, listen.
I'm not getting away with this. Shit!
Mike, I think you might be hugging the curb just a tad, mate.
Bad Eggs opens next week.